I'm sorry, everyone. I just don't know what is going on with this selection of music tonight.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
That's about enough of that. That was a fun song, wasn't it? Fucking wasn't it? Oh yes, indeed, quite indeed, and surely true that is and must be. How is it going, everyone? Sorry I didn't make it last night. Oh, bits of family issues involving teenagers arose. So, wasn't able to make it. Spent too much time in the sun today. Yep, so, but I did, I said there'd be a show. I didn't say it would be a good one. But all the same, there's a show. So how is everyone doing tonight? I see we've got Lord Flappy Hat and Crispy Gin already over in the Twitch zone. For concurrent viewers on YouTube, that doesn't mean shit. But thank you for the resubscribe. Twitch Prime 22-month streak. Dear God. Starting to think you like this business. All the same, yep. Then, Lord Flappy. I tried avoiding. I wanted to have just like a perpetual awesome, like, little weirdo. But instead it grew into this big angry weirdo who just doesn't apparently like me at the moment. So, there it is. Ricky Glore was going to be a guest on tonight, but he had to cancel. He had a night out, and I'm not one to take a night out away from anyone. Everyone deserves them, except me. Except me. But yes, he will be appearing on a future show very shortly. And Jable says he'll be. Yeah. By the way, anyone watching now, there's if these numbers that I'm looking at are correct, there's a whopping 9 of you. Don't expect too much from me. You might not be let down. Yes, I'm giving you the best advice that the spin doctors could ever offer. Yeah, it's Now, you didn't miss shit, Vampire. We've just been just hanging out, shooting the shit. I did want to talk about something serious, though. That's right, when the aviators come off, you know I mean business. As we all know, Titty Easterbrook, famous beauty vlogger and makeup cartel capo, has recently launched a merciless, vicious, bloodthirsty tirade against none other than who are those? James Charles? Yes. James Charles, or the other guy, and also the other guy, Shane Dawson's Creek. That's right. Now, I'm not usually one to get in on YouTube drama, guys. You know, it's not really my area. I leave that for more bearded lawn gnomes and the like. But I gotta say, Tati Easterbrook, Titty Westbrook, you should be ashamed for that hit, that contract you put out on the life of poor Shane Dawson. I'm going to spend 40 minutes talking about how contract killing is not okay, Tati. Not even in the beauty world, okay? So I hope everyone's buckled in, buckaroos. This is going to be a wild ride on the beauty influencer murder train. That's right, whole show dedicated to nothing but that. You can You could take that to the bank. Now, I didn't want to come on this show to just like blatantly accuse Tanny Easter Bunny. Oh wow, this is really changing shit. Ooh, now it's like I'm in Mexico. It's like sepia. Sorry, I'm blinking my settings. I know I shouldn't be. Fuck it. Let's leave it in sepia, Mexico. Oh, now I'm in hell. Anyway. Yeah, Tati Westerbrook there. Listen, it's not okay to put hits out on people, okay? James Charles isn't gonna know an assassin from a rent boy given how eager they are all to wear Gucci and Armani. Do you see what I'm saying, Tatty? You gotta watch your shit. You gotta watch your shit, and you gotta watch your back. And you gotta watch other people's backs. Otherwise, they'll never watch your back. And then guess what? That's right. James Charles himself is gonna slip up behind you in your echoey Los Angeles makeup cave. And he's gonna put a 22 behind your ear and say, "Goodbye, sister." And that's gonna be the end of it. Is that how you want this to pan out, Titty? Titty Easterbrock? Get your shit together.
What's wrong with putting out a contract killing? People gotta work.
Fucking, hang on, I gotta change your... Alright, you wanna say that again, Jables, so the audience can hear you?
What's wrong with putting out a contract killing? People gotta work.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Gotta make money somehow.
No. Holy shit balls. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is back. Cool. Alright, I fixed it, everyone. You're welcome.
Alright. YouTube's back.
No. Yeah, no, honestly, everyone, I thank you for holding in there. Listen, I don't have enough evidence to say that Toddy Westbrook was the one who got me shut down for uncovering her murder for hire scheme. But I'm not going to say it's not that, because that bitch is powerful. Like, powerful.
In the community, they have the most power.
Exactly. You don't get to be 40 and look, well, 40, but also have that MILF thing going on, unless you've suckled upon the stem cells of an aborted fetus or two. So, I'm just saying, everyone in the community, beware. Beauty bloggers might be coming for you all. jumping out of fabulous helicopters and roping down on bejeweled climbing ropes to shoot you in the face with Homer Simpson's makeup gun before garroting you so that your corpse can be the prettiest one on the website that day.
Makes sense.
Aren't you all glad I decided to try and stream again? It's a good time.
I'm pretty glad. I haven't really talked to anybody today.
So I've today, I don't know. The last couple days have legit been kind of fucking stupid. Like, I spent yesterday arguing with my daughter, who now refuses to come back home. And then wigged the fuck out because I told her, like, if you keep this up, you're gonna lose all your internet privileges for the entire summer.
Mm-hmm.
Should've listened to me, kid. That's all I'm saying. So she's not a big fan of me. And then today, I'm like, today all day pretty much it was just like, it was one retarded thing after another. And then I get, like, just as I'm about to put the show together, someone comes knocking on my door like, "I've got this idea to reform police." I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Come on in. He did, actually, I mean, he did bring me a bunch of vanilla porter, so that ain't so bad. But so yeah, it's been fun. You didn't get to talk to anyone. I've talked to entirely too many people.
No, not really. Yep. I just sat at my workstation and worked. That's it.
Big week for Jables too. Big week all around. Big weeks.
I'm going to see my parents this weekend, so that should be fun.
Well, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic there.
I haven't done as much as give somebody a fist bump since quarantine started. So I think it's time for some interaction with people that's like non-work related.
Just gonna roll up into your parents' house and be like, "Yo, where's that neighbor girl at? Or neighbor boy? I don't give a fuck."
Wow.
Mom and dad.
Well, they live across the state, and they live in an area where there's going to be a shit ton of fireworks, so that'll be fun for the 4th.
Oh, you guys get to have 4th of July fireworks?
They do where they're at. Yeah.
Oh, we don't. No, we don't get. Well, I mean, it's funny because like they legalized fireworks recently for normal people down, which is great because normal
Yeah.
people here are fucking horrible. So
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah. So it's just
Perfect.
like they're going off all the time.
Give them pretty bombs.
I have heard though some folk are using like fireworks as
Stop
cover
the ass
for their
kissing with
gunplay,
you.
Mm-hmm.
which kind of like hats off to you on that one. It's like I didn't
It
know
happens a lot.
I didn't know the wire worked if it was all white people, but I'm glad to see that the live action dinner theater sequels are alive and well in Manchester. Because I gotta say, I really did love the lockdown. I did. I loved the end of the world feel to it. I love that notion that like, hey, all of that dumb shit that was going on before, it's not no reason to worry about it anymore. That's all over with. The world's over. I loved that, and I miss that. But I'm glad we get it again because so many dumbasses are just going out and being like, "No, I can just go back to life as usual." There, it's fucking great. And oh, I'm sorry, Jordan. I didn't notice. You don't like my green screeny flaggy background? What's wrong with it? Let me see if I can change it to something more appropriate or less jarring.
I
Okay.
think he's talking about the big white spot right above your head.
Oh, I know how to fix that. Watch. Let's get all my big fat ass up. I was just failing to take lighting seriously. And now apparently tripods are my enemy. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. That might be better. Yeah, it's a bit smoother, bit cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There we go. I look very touristy, Dina. I wish I was touristy. That means I wouldn't live here. But I do. So I just have to act like a tourist and walk around and pretend that. Isn't that interesting? Wow. None
I
other
wish you were
than
thirsty right now too, because then I could ask you, what the fuck are you touring in Manchester?
General Stark of the Revolution once took a dump in this part of the river. That's
Oh,
wow. I mean, I was in
yeah,
Philly. I
statue for
remember.
that, though.
Well, I remember when I was in Philly. I got a chance to like go and look at where the ruins of Ben Franklin's house. And
Mhm.
if you go there, they've got this one section. It's got this like little wooden structure built over it, and you can walk up to it, and it's like just plexiglass looking down with a little plaque. And that was Ben Franklin's privy. So tourists in Philadelphia get treated to looking down the hole that Ben Franklin shat. Given his habits with alcohol, drugs, and other things too, I'm gonna guess was probably like bright orange liquid shit down into. Um, in between trying to have sex with French prostitutes and rip off inventors. So that's tourism in a nutshell. If you're gonna say I look touristy just because I'm wearing this phenomenal fucking like Hawaiian shirt,
Oh, Seattle has this thing. It's kind of cool, but kind of not at the same time. It's the Seattle Underground Tour. Because the city sunk like 3 times and burned down twice, and they just kept building on the old city. So there's an actual
you
underground where you walk through the old buildings that are the foundation of what the city's on now.
yeah, you'd kind of think after like the second or third time they'd get the picture and just stop rebuilding it, huh?
Yep.
Like, clearly, the people in this area aren't really
That's what
big. Yeah, they're just not big fans of what we got going on here.
No, that's what happened with my hometown. It was supposed to be larger than Spokane.
And then people
Now
burned
it's
it down enough to the
yeah,
point
it
where
got burned
like,
down. Like it got burned down. Like I think it was like 2 or 3 times, maybe
and then they
4.
just
And then they were
it,
just like, no, we're just gonna stick with what stayed, and then let's build some houses far apart from each other.
yeah.
Do that.
This will be just fine. I think we get the picture, guys. So apparently you didn't mind these houses. You didn't like those ones. So All right,
Well,
we're
no,
gonna
it's like
build.
there's like a building that used to be a theater that's also attached to a building that used to be a bank and shit. And yeah, that's all the stuff that stayed.
So they just build. They just get burning it down. Eventually, the town is just like, we get it. All right, we'll do it somewhere else. Fine.
Yeah,
See if you get a Whole Foods anytime soon.
yep, exactly.
No, I kind of keep wishing something like that had happened in Manchester. We got this hilarious thing that's going on. So I've made jokes and complained about the development schemes here, where it's all about we got to build new luxury condos for all of those rich people who don't want to live here. Well, recently I came to notice down in the mill yards we have this, like, we probably got maybe like a mile's worth of um classic red brick mill yard architecture. It's really nice. It's pretty, and it's like the only charming part of an otherwise diseased and depressed city. And recently the city decided we need to build another new hotel, even though nobody fucking wants to. There's no reason to come here. You don't need hotel rooms here. There's no reason for them. But not only that, in the middle of this red brick architecture, this 19th century red brick like district, they decided to throw up this atrocious like modernist blue and yellow and gray hotel with retail space there. And I just kind of came to realize, like, some towns really do just deserve to burn to the ground for poor decision making that goes into creating them or improving them, with air quotes. As I'm gonna fucking get cramps doing that shit. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm constantly reminded of that South Park episode when they
oh
start changing South Park.
yeah, when
that's
they what was the district that they built?
Oh, there were several. There was Shitty Part Town. Um. Oh, hold on. I just finished playing that game like 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah, well, there was the one with
Um.
the with the, like, when the Whole Foods went in.
Yeah. Here, one
God, this
second.
is how long it's been since I watched South Park. So, yeah, you're all welcome to recognizing that. Like, oh wow, he doesn't know South Park lore at all. We better cancel him immediately.
Yeah. Um. Oh, they don't even label everything. There's like Soto Sopa,
Yeah,
Shitty Part Town.
that was that one. That was the one. It was Soto. So the first one you said, whatever the fuck.
Well, Soto Sopa was where Kenny's house was.
Yeah, and they knocked it down and they put up a Whole Foods and a wine bar.
No. That's in a different part of town. I should just
Oh.
boot up this game. I can just run through the town and find
I
it.
I love how, like, I love how you're defining it by your game too.
Well, no, because the game's based on the map of South Park. It's, yeah, it's a South Park fractured but whole.
Yeah. Oh wow, I love the fact that I googled map of South Park, and the first image that comes up is the store directory for South Park, a shopping center in
Yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina. God, I'm like actually tempted to play this fucking game now. Just because, like,
It's
actually,
fun game.
a guy I went to school with. What is Fractured But Whole the fighting game? Because I know they've.
No, it's not a strict fighing.
Well,
It's
I
not
know
a strict
they've.
fighting.
I know they've got a fighting game though. It's like, like a Mortal Kombat style fighting game. And
No, they're no, both the Stick of Truth and Fractured But Whole. Those are turn-based fighting games. Well, it's kind of like an RPG, but yeah.
well, I just noticed a guy I went to high school with. Like, I discovered like three. It's one of the more annoying but hilarious things I find about social media. Is like, you go to Facebook, right? And depending on whose like friend request you've drunkenly accepted, after they sat pending for months, if not years. So, Facebook just starts doing like, hey, you might also know this person. Now, I made the mistake recently of accepting friend requests from like 3 separate people I knew in high school. Which, as soon as I did that and I started seeing what was on their like feeds and stuff, I just wondered like, what was it that made me think that was a good idea? I don't remember. And now it's all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, like you might know this person, you might know that person. Like, yes, I know these people. I didn't like these people before. I don't want to connect with them now. One of them though, I just keep seeing like he does a YouTube stream where he just streams like South Park fighting games while getting really high, and I'm just like watching him do this, and it's great because he's got so much graphics, and he's even got that like that YouTube streamer personality thing now. Like, hey guys, what's happening? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. That kind of shit, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and he'll stream like this his like South Park gaming like every night to like 0 to 2 people. And I watched this and I'm like, I wish I loved doing what I do that much.
Come on.
No, but I watched a couple of his streams and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, when did they come out with a South Park fucking fighting game? Like, all right. And at first I didn't even know who the fuck it was because everything is all like, you can South Parkify yourself. Like, you have to avoid getting that done if you're on social media. And so like all of dudes like pictures and stuff was just like this stone South Park character in a rebel flight suit smoking a joint. I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, we used to call this man Angus. He is still enormous. What is he up to now? Yes. So basically, like that's the evolution of new media careers here in Manchester. It's me and that guy. So, still though, it's do you think South Park's gonna give us a South Park autonomous SP? Yeah, SPAZ, the Spaz South Park Autonomous Zone episode.
I wouldn't doubt it, because the Chaz is like major news around the world right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of perfect. The South Park Autonomous Zone, the Spaz. It could be led by Tweak.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, Tweak is like
The only reason why they might not do it is because it might be too obvious.
Tweak gets upset because Token is suspended from school for something he didn't do, and without intending it, all of a sudden Shaun White shows up in South Park. Like, my man Tweak here, is leader of Black Lives Matter South Park. Token's standing off to the side, like, what the fuck? Yeah, this could work.
Shaun King?
Shaun King,
Not
yeah,
Shaun
that's what
White.
I said. Right? Oh, did I say Shaun
said
White?
Shaun
I meant Shaun King, the white guy. Sorry.
Yeah, Talcum X,
Yeah. Fuck. What did Andrew Schultz do? Andrew Schultz did one with like talking about him the other day, which was like he busted out like 5 new names for him, like Rose Parks.
He busted out a ton. Snowflake Simpson.
I'll be honest with you.
Or wait, no, it might have just been Snow
I'm
J
kinda
Simpson.
retarded.
I don't know, but yeah, like he busted out a ton of them.
Yeah, well, I think there was like he gave him Rose Parks, right? I want to say I heard that.
I think he might have.
Yeah,
He did a lot more than just 5. He just like every time he mentioned him, which he made a point to do often, said a different one.
well, see, he's like earning respect from me, like to that kind of like early Jesselneck level where it's like, you really just don't give a fuck, do you? This is great. Keep it coming.
No, he doesn't. I saw he was on some podcast and he's like, yeah, I'm seeing all these late night shows. They're having to go from home and they don't seem to know what they're doing. They don't know how to deal with delays and shit like that. Now they're playing on my level because he's been doing YouTube a long time for all of his comedy, just to, like as a self-marketing thing, so he can get past the gatekeepers and shit. Essentially, kind of I hate comparing him to Dane Cook, but it's exactly what Dane Cook did with MySpace.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that same thing, but it was funny because I was also thinking to myself, like, if, like, what was it? I watched a clip from Brian Callen's podcast, The Fighter and the Kid, right? Where, like, they were about ready to cry about Chris D'Elia, and granted, like, he and Brian go back way, like, a long time. But I love it because, like, every comic I've heard talk about Chris D'Elia, I want to say outside of him and I want to say Tim Dillon has just taken this, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just, like, oh, I'm blown. My mind's blown. It's like watching YouTubers respond to hearing, Shane Dawson fucked his cat or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, well,
yeah, no, Legion of Skanks. They made fun of him for it. They're like, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know, but joke.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Schultz is doing the same thing. I noticed he's like, and this becomes important when it comes to reaching out to the young people. Get out of here, Chris. Like, fucking, that's how you handle this. Like, like the second I watch Brian Callen, like, teetering on the verge of tears, I'm just like, who are you and what have you done with Brian Callen?
Yeah. I mean, just because you're not saying that he's 100% guilty doesn't mean you can't say that he doesn't like his wine to age.
Yeah, and let me put this out there to any
to reference a Mitch Hedberg joke. He just likes grapes.
Yeah. Listen to any professional comedians out there, though. Let me tell you, nothing stings in the back of the mind like the deep and sizzling regret of not making jokes about people who you were friends with who were accused of awful things when you had the chance. Because in retrospect, yeah, the jokes will be funny to you, but they'll never land the way they could have. Don't waste an opportunity, comedians. Seize it. By the balls. And run with it. Unapologetically.
And if you feel the need to, toss out a disclaimer. Hey, if he's guilty, he's guilty. If he's not, he's not. Here's a joke.
Yeah. I personally find that these accusations against my colleague are, well, they're simply horrible in their natures, and I promise to not have him back on my show until he's acquitted. Maybe. There we go. Thank you. Welcome back.
But by the time he's acquitted, they'll all be above age anyways. So does it really matter?
I mean, you gotta be curious about the timing of it, though. It's like, why is it in the middle of, like, just after, like, our first period of lockdown, like, this Netflix special comes out and dude gets to, like, hang out on Rogan and laugh at more of his own jokes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, I don't know the full gist of the story. I'm gonna just improv here. When I was 15 years ago, when I was 4 years old, he decided to tell me I looked sexy with lipstick on or something like that. Like, what? Like, come on.
People got. I think it was more people got bored because people started going after Joey Diaz again, and Joe Rogan himself.
Oh, Jeff Ross has got a fucking accusation against him now, like a fucking serious one.
Yeah, you should have that one.
Yeah, and it's like, here's the thing though, is like I keep finding, like, I mean, I don't know what the deal with Chris D'Elia is, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he, because I mean, these accusations come from, like, how long ago? It's like 5-10 years or something like that.
Some of them do, like the main ones that have any sort of weight at all, come from, like, when he was 24, so like 15 years ago, something like that.
And so, like, let's say he was 24 and they're saying he was, like, what, going after, like, 16-year-olds and shit?
Yeah, like 16, 17-year-olds. But, like, from the screenshots that were shared, there was no talk about age or anything like that. So,
Okay.
There's like a whole lot of maybe he didn't know sort of shit going on. It's all allegedly he's
Well,
collecting a bunch of information. He's just gonna release like this big whole thing of like all of his saved texts and DMs.
I mean, I'll say for my part, I like the fact that guys like you and I are safe, not from being molested by Chris D'Elia, but safe to make fun of him during this troubling time for him and his family, I guess. Well, he's never gonna know who either of us are. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah,
It doesn't
no,
matter. It doesn't matter anyway. Well, no, it matters. He might try to sue us. That's a good point. He does come for money, and then now he has a shit ton himself.
that would be funny as fuck if he tried to sue me and like, well, dude, congratulations, you won my.
You want a coupon to Safeway?
Yeah, it's like, dude, congratulations. The court has now awarded you like everything of value that I own, so I hope you enjoy those Domino's rewards points. Have fun with them.
Have beers out of the fridge.
Yeah. Do you like PBR? How about food stamps? Have at it, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, Chris. I wish you'd have gotten busted and sued me earlier. I've had this Toys R Us gift card that's been burning a hole in my pocket for a while.
Hey, Toys R Us has been opening back up. They never closed down completely in Canada.
Yeah, I think,
Which is
like,
where some of the allegations happened.
oh. I know. I remember years ago, my brother came up with this parody song. Like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Jimmy Funds kid. My mama took drugs and look what it did. I'm 3 feet short. My thumbs are too fat. And when I get excited, clap my hands like that.
Oh, that's great.
I wish my brother kept trying to make jokes. He's good at them. Better than me. But by the way, if anyone's offended by that joke, you can blame my brother. It wasn't me that came up with it. I respect retarded people and their funny hands. To the ends of the earth.
I'll high five them even if they give me the claw.
It's like 2 years from now, we're just going to have like a new Me Too woke moment where it's like, this person said the R word and made fun of the retarded.
Nah, Tom Segura died on that hill for us. We're good.
Yeah. He's pretty much our Nathan Hale in this one. God bless you, Tom Segura.
He took the brunt of that.
Well, you caught the other day when like he caught on to the fact that apparently Kreischer drinks upwards of a gallon of Kool-Aid a day.
Yeah, I did watch that episode. He fucking lost his shit. Which made me lose my shit.
Yeah, I was doing dishes in my kitchen listening to it, and I was just listening to him talk about like you drink a gallon of Kool-Aid a day. Like, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's low calorie Kool-Aid.
Low calorie Kool-Aid. Yeah. Only
It's 25 grams of sugar per serving, and you're drinking 2 gallons a day.
You see, like, here's the sick thing that I've really come to hate, though, is like this has been happening a lot. I noticed. So Bert Kreischer's like he's got his drinking kind of under control now, and he's like exercising, right? Good for him. Dan
Well, he's always
Lamort,
been exercising. He's been maintaining that chub.
that physique. Yeah, well, Dan Lamort, guy who was on the show just like I want to say like a year and a half, 2 years ago. He's gonna be coming back on again. Now he was a bigger boy when he came on last time, but I've been keeping up with him on Twitter, and like the guy's he's like healthy living, going on like runs and hikes and shit. I'm fatter than he is now, and I don't like that. I'm just like, why? Hang on a second. I got comfortable with my shitty lifestyle choices, saying, hey, bunch of people I like and respect can do this. I can handle it. And then not only are they having an easier time getting healthy, but also like my insides are hurting more than I've ever heard anyone complain about before. So I'm starting to think these people might be full of shit, you know.
Yeah, but then there's Tim Dillon, who had a massive coke problem, got sober, then started doing comedy. Fantastic at it, but will still encourage you to do shots.
Yep, still fat. He's sober. You can do shots. He won't do shots. You should do them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna be happy eating this bag cereal, magic spoon. Fucking. Like
He turned the ad like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, 25 minute long ad. 25-minute long ad talking about how it's great because they make it from other stuff that makes it taste like sugary cereal. And it's like, okay, well, I'm starting to wonder, like, did Tim Dillon get the idea, like...
Buy Magic Spoon. If you don't buy Magic Spoon, I will go to your house and I will murder your family. He was doing shit like that.
Oh, no, I was catching that. I just have to wonder, do you think maybe his thing was like, he decided he's like, I'm going to lose weight now so I can be sexy for those Beach Boys when the world opens up again. And I'm going to start just eating nothing but Magic Spoon cereal. So it's like, it turns out all because they don't use ordinary sugar. That doesn't mean that eating it 14 times a day is a good, healthy strategy.
Yeah, no, it's not that. He just got a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like,
no, also, I mean, no, I could...
sponsorship for his Magic Spoon and shit.
Oh, hey, Stables, you should tell me more about people getting sponsorships and stuff. I love hearing that about, like, hey, what kind of sponsorships up next? I want to be sponsored by a bail bond company. Like, straight
That'd
up.
be fun.
Yeah, it'd be great. If there's a bail bond company anywhere that listens to this or catches wind, I go cheap, too. I'll give you a 25-minute ad about why these are the guys. Like, if you're, you find out that your cousin raped another cousin from his separate family through marriage, you might want to defend him on that one, because he's blood. And there's no better way to do that than with all-purpose quick, easy bail bonds out of Santa Monica, California. Quick and easy bail bonds. They'll come through. They'll spring your perverted fucking relative or fucking abusive boyfriend, whoever you're bailing out. They'll get him out, and so long as they show up to trial, you'll get most of your money back. They will want your house if that doesn't happen, but if that's the case, what kind of house do you really have anyway? See, look, I was born for this
And
shit.
if they need to send the bounty hunters out because you skipped, they'll be gentle.
Right now, use promo code SAINTS to get 20% off your first bail experience. And not only that, but if you sign up right now, we can promise that we'll send anyone, and anybody who skips bail, anybody who doesn't show up, we will send the celebrity himself, Dog the Bounty Hunter, carrying his wife's ashes in his fanny pack to collect your relative and make sure that they attend court. He's going to call him brother a lot. He's kind of losing his shit. He thinks he's Hulk Hogan half the time, but...
Stop. Okay, hold on. There's a problem with that. Because we all know that Dog the Bounty Hunter is just collecting these bounties and using those people as sacrifices to bring his wife back from the dead.
We will huck your retarded and perverted cousins into a volcano on the big island of Hawaii to resurrect Beth the Bounty Hunter. Because after all that effort she put into losing that weight, I personally felt it was a tragedy that she had to succumb to the icy grip of death.
Well, and the reason why you're getting the extra promo code now is because he's only 5 away from the equivalent exchange needed for this alchemy to take place.
Now, if you don't think this program is something you can afford, we have entry-level shit. For $5 a month, I'll send one of Dog's retarded nephews down to your house to punch your girlfriend. Just once. To show you how it's done for when your time comes.
Are you in an argument with your girlfriend but don't feel like hitting her? Call Dog the Bounty Hunter's cousin.
Not his cousin.
Oh,
We're talking.
sorry.
We're talking those chin strap goatee
Stop the
retard
ass-kissing
nephews that he ran around with. You know,
Were
those
they
are the.
nephews or were they his kids?
I don't fucking know. I'm sure his
Probably
kids are
both.
retarded too. The point is that, like, I might even just hire some guy I meet at a bowling alley, and I'll be like, hey, can you put this blonde wig and this rhinestone jacket on? Just ride this 1980s Suzuki motorcycle down to this apartment block, and then just knock this bitch up a little bit. Not pregnancy, just in the face we're talking, just so she learns her place, and then come on back and I'll give you some of that ad revenue. I kind of, this is the business we're trying to get to. Like, maybe this is not a real sponsorship. Maybe it is. You got to sign up to find out. So, go over to the Streamlabs, right? We're going to start off, you can start off with one simple payment at $25.99, and you may or may not have a retard come and assault you at your home. You can start the program now, though. Get in on the ground floor, because here's the thing. This thing's going places, and pretty soon you're going to be the one with a live stream building your own supply networks where you get residual income by building these distribution networks from your friends and family.
Yeah. By the way, link is in the chats. So for a minimum payment of $25.99, you may or may not get somebody to just punch them.
In fact, if you give me $25.99 right now and a retard or someone you suspect of being retarded punches you within the next 5 years, you can consider our pact fulfilled. And you never know. Retards are everywhere. So, JC Hong over on the YouTube there donated $10 through Super Chat. Hey, Nick, long time no see. What the hell happened while I was gone? A lot. I started wearing Hawaiian shirts, for one thing. Anyway, I'll probably be tuning in more often. Enjoy my essential worker bucks, you beautiful stallion. By the way, I lost virginity. Congratulations, Mr. Hong. Or did you just misplace it? In which case, it's always in the last place you looked. In my case... Nope, not finishing that one. Jables, you can take that.
No, I'm good. I got nothing. I figured he had something, so I didn't think of anything.
I had what felt like a premise, it was like a concept.
Don't you hear
And
when
then-
that happens?
Yeah, and then I get
Start
there.
going in and then it just fizzles out.
Yeah,
You're
you
like, "Fuck,
not only that, you step towards it like thinking that there's something there, and that part of your brain that's like, there's always something there, dude. I've got you. And then you show up, and then you're like, wait, oh shit, I'm sorry, I was on break. This is why
Oh
you don't-
I've gone to do like a one-liner and end up saying like 1,000 words before I find what the punchline is. Just gradually building it up.
Yeah. Oh, JC Young, yeah, there used to be a lot of people, a lot more people in chat. Most of them are hanging out over on Twitch now, and the rest are dead, I'm afraid. It was not a good time, Jables. It was a tragic, dark time. When the Reavers came through, all the raping.
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Fucking Fire Nation attacked.
Sorry, I've been watching Avatar with Dina lately.
Fucking. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the weirdest thing. You weren't here when, like, Addy Monster straight up, like, said, "Hail Hydra," and that was the end of it. So, yeah, but I'm slowly rebuilding my audience. I keep telling myself. It's coming back, Hong. But come on over to Twitch where we have a lot more fun. Dead Wolf. Are you sure about that? Well, no, I don't know. I guess we'll just start bringing folk in. So let's. We got Adina and we got him. Huh?
Good, because I really have to pee.
Go pee. I'm not here to hold your ass up. Especially not while you pee. That's a little bit weird, don't you think? So, all right, it's a Mickey Ficky for the first one. Hey yo, what's up, Mickey?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus
not
Christ,
much.
there
How
you
you
are.
doing?
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
alright.
look, I'm here.
Yeah, I know. It sounded for a second like, yeah, like I saw the little like green icon light up, and then I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So
For
what's
some
good with
reason,
you?
Oh, I'm just working. I started that new job last week.
How's that working out? You like it?
I don't know. It's hectic and a little all over the place. The training is hands-on basically, and the girl that's training me is super sassy and a bit impatient. So I think she's about had it with me.
Well, that's not encouraging, but all right.
It's a permanent job, so I'm gonna hold on to this for a while.
Yeah. No, it's a real jobby job you got there.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than temping at Amazon, right?
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, much better. The schedule's nice and it's straightforward. I got to pick an hour lunch.
Vernaculus. Hang on, I'm sorry. You can continue talking because I could hear you, but I have to punish him for that.
I wish it paid more.
Oh. Well, everybody wants money.
Sure.
What they need to know from you, though, is how truly dedicated to what you're doing are you?
I actually am a bit more dedicated to this type of work than I am to Amazon. I like to spend my money on Amazon, but this kind of work I actually went to college for, so that's kind of cool.
Hang on, what'd you go to college for?
I got a medical assisting certificate, and it's kind of medical. I'm basically credentialing drivers that drive non-emergency medical transportation, like if they take you to the doctor and they take you to the pharmacy and that kind of stuff. And I'm
Uber drivers.
Yeah, Uber does contract with us sometimes, but it's like I don't know what you guys got out there. Like, do you take any kind of transportation when you go to the doctor or the ER or anything? Urgent
go
care?
to the doctor. Think I'm gonna go into some fucking Jew doctor with that Obamacare in effect? Thank you, no.
Well, you have better than Obamacare. You have Medicaid, and that's good. They pay for you to go to the doctor. Like they'll provide a cab for you to go see a doctor. How about that?
No, they don't. No, actually, in all honesty, I had to use a fucking ambulance to get myself to the ER to get my thumb stitched up, and I've been getting bills. And it's the funniest fucking thing, because like on the one hand, first they think I check my mail, and then on the other they think that I'll actually respond to them sending me bills and them. Like, no, I'm not. No, let's do that shit.
Yeah,
Kidding me?
I've worked for debt collecting companies. I worked for credit repair companies, and let me tell you, nobody gives a shit about medical bills. That doesn't even affect credit score.
Well, no, it does. I got kicked out of college because of medical bills, but
No shit.
yeah, that's why I never finished college. But which is funny because like I was actually like honor student and all that too. Like,
Wow.
oh yeah. And yeah, medical bills got me kicked out of the college there. So if they think I'm actually going to take them seriously after they fucked me over that much, wow, you guys are more delusional than beauty bloggers. I don't know. Kind of fell apart at the end there.
Yeah, yeah. Some people don't know how to bill things properly.
Oh no, they bill me properly. I just respond appropriately. By not responding. They used to call. I remember one time there was a guy like back before they put, and I'm sure these are gonna get rolled back, but they had these things where like debt collectors could call your work to yell at you at work.
Yep.
I had that happen a couple times. This guy's like working at a pizza shop in the mall, right? And this cunt calls me up and he's like, "Oh, and you gonna pay this bill, huh?" And you could tell this is one of those guys, like he got the job at the debt collection agency and was like, "Oh, fuck, I got fired from Wendy's so many times. If I don't make this work, she's so gonna leave me and take the kids." So he's trying to take it seriously, right? And he's trying to really grill on me as like I'm opening this pizza shop. I'm still hungover and I'm just like getting dough and shit ready. And this guy's like, "When are you gonna pay this bill? Why are you taking services if you're gonna pay the bill, huh?" I'm like, okay, listen. Do you know where I work? He called my place of work, so clearly you do. He's like, "Yeah, it's the Bertucci's Pizzeria." I'm like, "Yeah, listen, I want you to come around here. I'll make you a calzone. And then you can tip me what it takes to pay that, because otherwise, you're just fucking annoying, and I don't want to hear from you again. Don't call me again." Well, this same cunt called the same restaurant a week later. And then I had to, I reiterated with him, like, "All right, listen, I'm going to get square with you, dude. What do I do for a living?" He's like, "You work at a pizza shop." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, I do." "And how much is this bill for?" And he's like, "It's only $6.5 grand. You should be able to pay that."
Sure.
And I
I
work
like how
where
you use
again? Pizza shop. There we
I like how
go.
you use a back east accent, because I kid you not, I don't think I've ever spoken to a debt collector that didn't have a back east accent. Like,
Oh no,
all
it's
of them.
it's a huge industry here. This is the thing I came to realize. This is why I will fuck with debt collectors, right? But I won't
Yeah.
get mean with them because they are just desperate people who took a terrible job too. And this is a thing I've learned with student loan collectors, which I love doing now, is instead of berating them about how they are basically like the collection arm of what is a legal mafia,
Yeah.
what I do is I guide them through my sad story. Well, so it'll be like, "All right, so how much do I owe? What's the interest and what's the options? Oh, boy, so this is how it happened, by the way. So continue, please." "Oh, yeah, no, I get it. That was because of medical debt, by the way. So this is why that happened. But it's a sad story. But continue. Tell me how much I owe." "Okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I don't really know." And by the end, and I'll gradually lead them now into this place where the conversation ends up being like exclusively to how you work for an evil predatory empire that is central to everything and is wrong with our culture, and it's not your fault, and I wish you could have better. And by the end of the call, you can just hear this like defeat in their voice, like they just want to go kill themselves or work at Burger King, and like either one's fine with me.
I got a little picky after a while. I would say the last 3 years, I've identified, different jobs that I will refuse to be interested in, or accept an offer from, and debt collecting and like collections is definitely number one on the list. I'll take a Burger King job before I become a debt collector. That is some soul sucking shit. Nobody wants to hear from you when you owe them money. Like, really, you're gonna call somebody in the middle of dinner and be like, "Hey, why don't you ask your husband for the money, or why don't you take out a credit card?" Seriously? They don't care. They're not going to pay you back.
Yeah. Create debt to pay the debt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You see, this is like, I keep thinking though, because like debt collecting call centers, and a lot of times they seem to be like those fly by night things. Like, I worked a job one time. I was out of options, assed out, nothing I could do, and then like, we all have that one friend who goes in for those multi-level marketing scams over again and over again.
Yep.
Like, if he's not trying to sell you Herbalife, it's like prepaid legal or whatever. Well, like those, I've noticed those people, they tend to have those schemes because they're like, I can get rich quick and be my own boss, and in the meantime, I'll just go work for this job. Fucking boiler room call center shit. I worked for one where it was selling advertising space to sell your timeshare, right? We weren't going to sell your timeshare. We were just selling you advertising space to sell your timeshare. And oh my God, like there was so many seniors I'd speak to, and it was funny because like this was even before they gave us headsets. So like I remember like there was one time because I was like I gave it a week, right? I gave it a week. I'm like, all right, I got no other options. I'll do this job. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it a week, and I'm really gonna give it my all. I'm gonna try and do this job. And I got to a point where I was like on the holding the phone in my hand, like everybody else sitting in their little half cubicles in the strip mall retail space they rented. And I got to a point where I was walking up and down the aisle, almost yelling at this like 70-something, 80-something-year-old lady about how like you're gonna die before you make it back to that Boca Raton timeshare, honey. What we need to do now is put this shit on the market so your kids can think your investment in that wasn't a waste. And it was so bad. Yeah, she's like, I'm going to put my husband on the phone. I'm like, put him on the phone. Well, maybe he'll listen to some sense. And
God.
I made the sale in that one call that I'm recalling, but I am not proud of it. He got on the line. He's like, what is this about? I'm like, you need to sell your timeshare right now. The market is about to collapse. You need to get out from under this debt before you and your wife leave your children with debt. I'm not a real estate guy. I'm not selling you anything. I just want to provide you with the necessary ad space so that you can sell this garbage property yourself. That worked. Mind you, this is like shortly after I worked at Radio Shack, where I sold one of the first generation camera phones with the first generation tiny buttons to a septuagenarian with cataracts. Like, I could see this guy's eyes melting as I was talking to him. I'm like, no. You need this new thing. It's got a camera. You can take pictures that you'll never be able to look at. That's fine. He bought that, but then he came back.
Super tiny ones?
Huh?
Are you talking about the super tiny ones when like phones were progressively getting smaller?
This was like 2004. So
Yeah,
it was about that time. I didn't get him on one of the super tiny ones, but I did get him on one of the little-ish ones with a camera. It's like, camera phone. Oh my God, it's a phone and it's a camera. Oh my, holy shit. You know, that was the kind of attitude you got to go on.
Phone? Was it a flip phone?
I don't. It might have been. Probably was. But I
we
mean,
had one of the first flip phone with a camera.
Well, this is one of the things too. Is like he bought this phone for me, right? And he's like, he came in and he had like some old ass plan with Verizon, and he comes in with this giant blue plastic canoe of a phone. And I upsold him and I got him to buy this shit. He comes back, he's like, I can't use this phone. I'm like, no, you can't. I know. here. And I let him return the phone, and then I traded him back. So he kept the contract, like the good contract that he got, like the contract minute upgrade and shit. And then I gave him like another turn-in giant button old person phone. And then when I did that, like the regional manager fucking called the shop to chew me out. Like, can't be doing that. I'm like, the ripping old people off part or the making it okay again part? Like, the second one. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry about that, sir. I didn't mean to. That's just like, I just want him to be able to call his niece and stuff. He's a lonely man, I know, because he told me he spent 2 hours in the store. I mean, well, that job was hilarious though, because I think I told this story. I told you guys about the Sharper Image massaging neck pillow we sold, right?
Jesus.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
I've told you.
told me about it. I don't know if.
Yeah, it had the fucking giant dildo in it.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. So yeah, around Christmas time. It was around this time too that this story happened. But yeah, when I was working at Radio Shack, they had this these like waterproof massaging neck pillows for the bath. Yeah. And on the end of it, it had this rubberized rocker switch so you could turn this massage feature on and off. And then as it turns out, the thing took 2 D-sized batteries. And when you wanted to replace the batteries, you had to grip this curiously perfectly palm-shaped control unit where the rocker button was at the end of the foam pillow, and you pull the whole massage unit out, which you put 2 D batteries in. It's D battery thick, and it's long and smooth plastic. It comes to an inoffensive rounded tip. It's basically
Well, you don't want somebody to get hurt.
yeah, it's a bit. It's a fucking like Radio Shack was selling sex toys and you didn't know it. Basically, is a lot of that's the important thing. Around the same time, though, I was like working at this like it was like kind of rural. It was in this place called Goffstown, which is on the outskirts of Manchester. Before you get into the "I fucked my cousin, don't tread on me" type of New Hampshire, and well, like. It was like it was like towards the winter we were selling that shit, and like I'd have days, entire days where no one would come in the shop at all. And I came in one time, I had to run the shop all day by myself. I was sick as a dog. I went next door, didn't pay attention to the difference between Dayquil and NyQuil. Grabbed some NyQuil, didn't read the instructions, just took a few swigs of this to feel better. Started getting a little tired, decided I'd take one of these neck pillows and lay down on the floor behind the registers and just relax. Not sleep, but just relax. And I think it was like 2 hours later, my eyes pop open. I've got this like middle-aged woman leaning over the counter saying, "Are you okay?" No, what? I'm fine. Can I help you with? Do you need a cell phone? What? Yeah, I was just like, Radio Shack was completely unguarded for 2 hours or more, I don't know, while I was just passed out on NyQuil behind the counter. And that's why I miss retail, and that's also why I don't think I'm welcome back.
I almost applied for a job at Castle Superstore, and it was like, I don't know, I gave it some thought, and I was like, I don't think I could do this kind of work, because there's like, they're open 24 hours a day. So, these creepy old guys coming in by themselves wanting to buy Asian porn or something. I'd be like, yeah, I can't talk about this. Nah, I'm too shy for that stuff.
I'm confused. Did you say you worked for a sex shop?
No, I almost applied at Castle Boutique. Have you ever heard of Castle? Oh, I guess I don't know. I thought it was a chain. It's a sex shop.
It might be a regional chain. Yeah. That's what. So when I said, "Did you work for a sex shop?" and you said, "No, I almost applied for Castle Boutique," just say, "Yeah, I almost applied for a sex shop called Castle."
Sorry.
Come on, Nikki. Come on, Mickey. You can't keep fucking it up this bad. Come on.
Yeah, maybe it's a chain, but I don't.
I can
sex
always
shops
be
either.
sure.
That's the
I
other
can
thing.
Wait, say that again. Are you picking on
It
me?
might be a chain. It might be a chain, but I also don't frequent sex shops.
Huh.
The internet exists.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
No, it's just awkward. I wouldn't be able to do it. That's another.
Mickey would rather work at Amazon packing up the dildos than explaining how they work. It's
Does
just
Amazon
like,
sells sex toys?
just like take yourself like a little like flip notebook every so often, just add notes, be like lube up, exclamation point, and it goes in the box and it's taped and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
like,
mean, if you want to know how they work, just watch Terry's review videos.
there you
He was the
go.
only one that's gonna get that joke. So never mind.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. Well, anyway, Mickey, I'm glad to hear that
Yeah.
you're doing better up in that new piece of yours, that new place of employment where you don't have to coach anyone on Asian sex TV guide or whatever. That's a good thing. Anything you want to leave us with tonight, huh?
No. I just wanted to say hello. and-
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Given where this conversation has gone, it's like before we go, like, wait, no, I do have a recommendation. This one Chinese brand of bum cream works better than the other.
There you go. There's your shelf for me. I leave it in your capable hands, sir.
Exactly.
And by the
Go-
way, I honestly think that you'd be a pretty decent salesman, and it's kind of a shame.
Oh,
that
I
you feel
was.
bad about it.
No,
Yeah,
I was. I just
you-
hated doing it. I'll never do
You
it again.
have the personality to sell ice.
All
cubes
right, well,
to
you
an
know what?
Eskimo.
Fuck you too, then, Mickey. Huh? You're gonna insult me at the end of your spot like that? Fucking get have fun in the salt mines of Carthage, bitch. Talk to you again.
Bye.
There we go. I tried dumping her on that earlier, but anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm still here.
for fuck's sake.
Wait, never mind. I agree. with
Yeah,
you.
that wasn't you.
Alright.
Hey, crap. What's Ben Shapiro said lately?
What?
What? I don't know what you're
Tell
talking
me
about.
Ben Shapiro- oh, never mind.
No, I
There-
called you a fanboy. Defend yourself, sir.
Quick question: Does
Uh,
Ben Shapiro double his yarmulke as a mask, or is it like one or the other?
Who the fuck knows?
Hey, if I
Maybe.
wear
I
this,
don't know.
if I wear this hat long enough, will Lauren Chen think I'm a racist enough to ejaculate inside of her body? Just asking. I'm like, for a friend. I mean, I'm just curious,
Depends
you
where.
know.
Maybe the ear.
She wants white babies, and I'm happy to give them to her as long as I ain't gotta pay for them or talk to them. Ever.
That's... Okay.
No, this is my new position on like ethno nationalist alt right chicks is doggy and don't talk to me. But
But I'd like to see the titties.
Vern, I've heard both those nicknames before. You're not clever, all right? Come up with something new.
Vern says he met Lauren Chen once. She was very sweet to him. Yes, Vern, that's because you are white and trying to get married and trying to own a home.
And everybody's nicer in person than they are on the internet when they just are given no governor on spreading their views.
Exactly. See,
That's-
listen. I'd be happy to help her with. Mickey was saying I'm a great sales guy. Lauren Shen, you're a big fan of the show, I know. Listen, I'm happy to help you with this whole white genocide rebranding thing you're going at. Happy to help. And I don't even need money. Surprising for a Jew, I know. But the thing is, well, we could talk about payment later on, is all I'm saying. It's just, I'd like to leave some bastards in my wake, is all. You could just tell your boyfriend.
You might be a little hard on Lauren Shen, Nick. All right, you just have to take it for what it is. When you watch her, just think, okay, she's in her bubble. Just like Tim Pool's in his bubble, Young Turks are in their bubble. Think of it like that. They're all both in a bubble, looking at the.
Crap! Have you not seen the hat I'm wearing? Huh? Have you not seen this? Okay.
Yes, I've seen.
I know what team I'm on, Crab. I know what fucking team I'm on. I know who I want to impregnate. Candace Owens isn't fucking it. How about that? Have I laid it out clear enough for you yet? See? No, that's the thing. Like,
By the way,
I'm not.
That's another thing about Andrew Schultz that I love. He constantly talks shit about Candace Owens. It's fucking great.
It does kind of warm your heart up when anyone does that, huh? It's just like, wow, you recognize hopeless retard the same way I do. Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta wonder though. Well, I don't know. Is Schultz married? Because I know for one thing, I would smash Candace Owens. In fact, you know what? To respond to what Vernaculus is saying, only reading the first line and not the rest. If I could like shamelessly smash Candace Owens, but I had to fuck Hunter Avallone first, I'd do it. Not because I think Candace is a big prize, but because I'd love to see the look on Hunter's face.
Well, Hunter Avallone moved to the left, so he might be down for it. Who knows?
Hunter, calling you out now, son.
Who wants to help me kill Lauren Shen's husband so I can smash her?
Coming for that. No. I don't want. No. Whoa.
Can't do that. No.
Infidelity is not nearly as satisfying if it's just a widow. Okay, I've fucked widows and I've fucked people's wives. Let me tell you which one I have more fun with. That's right, the people's wives, because they're not still all sad about the dead guy. See? Come on, Keep up. Keep the fuck up.
Although,
What the fuck? Vernaculus. Candace Owens looks like Sid from Ice Age.
never mind.
Sorry, I just thought that was good. Crispy Jin says he'd fuck Hunter Biden if he could fuck Candace Owens. Does that mean hang on, is Candace Owens is Candace now the focus, that's what you have to deal with in order to have gay sex with some political celebrity? I totally deal with having sex with Candace Owens if I could fuck Charlie Kirk in his tiny little mouth. Huh?
Actually, I'm looking at pictures of Candace Owens right now because I forgot what she looked like. Vern is totally right.
No, Vern is right. Yeah.
So you're saying Candace Owens looks like a sloth? That sounds a little racist, Jables. Are you?
Oh
racist?
my God! This makes me want to.
Jables Boogly.
No, this makes me want to take
you guys
clips
have
of.
been trying to send your death threats to @JablesBoogly on Twitter.
I legit though. I actually really want to. I want to take clips. I want to take clips from Ice Age, and then put Candace's voice over them, but then contrast that by taking Candace Owens' speaking appearances, and then laying John Leguizamo clips from The Pest over that.
Hey, The Pest isn't that bad of a.
No, I'm sure it's a goldmine of fucking audio material to dub over Candace Owens' talking face. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, by the way, we should watch that for a movie night.
The Pest?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me. I
Yeah,
should
ever saw
probably.
titties in.
I should actually get back on actually hosting movie nights since I haven't been to one in 2 weeks now.
Yeah. We've been mostly playing like Quiplash and stuff.
As long
Yeah,
as you're
absolutely.
keeping yourself occupied. I mean, that was just for coronavirus, and as we all know, coronavirus is over now. So, just
Well,
got
yeah.
bored with it.
No, the ridiculous thing is people got super fucking mad about people protesting because they wanted to work again. And then these other protests happened. To be totally fair, way better cause. But people just stopped caring about coronavirus with these other ones. So
See, everybody, it's great though, because everybody, at least who comes to me with this shit, forgets that I legit thrive off of all of this chaos. Like, the worse the world gets, the better I feel. So that's why I can wear this hat and not burst into flames. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, now I'm waiting to find out that the White House is sending private dispatches to the Kremlin, giving the fucking GRU and Spetsnaz bounties on Antifa terrorists. They're gonna put him together with their special on-the-ground liaison, Andy No. He's gonna be leading this Russian spec ops teams through Seattle. And this is where they hit me with the milkshake. And I've never been the same since. Listen, friend, I've known many of peoples with traumatic edge injuries. This looks like an act. Is this an act?
when
No, I've had a British accent my entire life.
they threw the milkshake at me, it got me in the face, and it was so cold it gave me Bell's palsy. It hasn't got away yet.
Nick,
So-
I think that mentality might be a little more common than you initially think. There might be more people like you than you may think.
What, like Jables? I doubt it.
No, the thinking that the worse the world gets, the better you feel. Like there might be more people like that than you think.
No, I'm sure. I am their king. We had meetings and stuff.
No, I enjoy some chaos.
Oh.
Usually, because chaos is the only thing that gets shit done.
Oh, that
More-
I wouldn't
it's
say
more-
that's what.
It's no, because it's more strange and interesting than anything that's on actual TV. That's
vernaculus. That's a good point. I want to come in Andy No's face so hard it gives him legit brain damage.
Oh yeah, isn't he supposed to be testifying before the Supreme
Oh,
Court
he-
about Antifa or some shit?
I think he did. And it's funny because even Low Res Wonderbread, who is I'm noticing he's a little more on that that edgy fuck the left side of things. But he even texted me. He's like, so the president retweeted your favorite journalist today, Mr. Ian Miles Chong. Well, that's perfect, isn't it? My milkshake makes all the boys to retard, and damn right. They're straight
now I'm-
retard.
Now I'm wondering
Alt-right.
if
They
not,
better
not even,
retard.
not even the quartering likes Ian Miles Chung. Imagine that.
do you think the president washes Tim Pool?
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah.
No, actually, the president is met with Tim Pool. Keep that in
Yeah.
mind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went to the White House.
Yeah, no, that's when we. This is the kind of shit where we have to just all get together and agree that we are just living in a badly written improv farce. You know? Oh, I'm supposed to do an impression of vernaculus on stream.
Yeah. At least when Kim Kardashian met with him, she got pardons for people that were wrongfully arrested.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Tim Pool is like, Mr. President, did you know that the left, the radical left, they're all Marxists. All the Marxist leftists, They're trying to destroy the country, sir. I know
There's a
this because
civil
I'm a
war, dude.
journalist
Why
with
do
a
you need food buckets?
van. With a van. You want to come and check out my van, Mr. President? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. I don't have one.
Oh, and Tim, why did you get that van? So you could do on the ground fucking reporting, you dumb cunt.
Oh,
Fucking
it's
go
almost
to the
like
places.
it's not like there's any news going on, Jables. Come on. Calm your tits. All right, listen. If Tim wants to kick back in the comfort of his home and basically try and be like an even more autistic Sargon, that's his prerogative.
It's
The
important
only
to
thing-
remember his glory days, all right? He fucking booked a flight to Barcelona to report on that, all right?
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah,
someday he'll remember his glory days and he'll return to that.
You know what I love is the fact that he was bitching last week about like how he had walked out on a contract with Disney, right? Like that's some like evidence of his rejection of the mainstream. But to my mind, that just makes him more like Jake Paul than he was before. It's like, oh, you're an ex-Disney employee, huh? On YouTube? There's a few of them. Should make a
PewDiePie had
club.
contract with Disney too until he dropped the N-word.
Yeah, exactly.
Had a heated
Yeah,
gamer moment, so they say.
that's right, Tim. Why
Or
don't you
may-
be like
maybe
PewDiePie? Let your racism
Maybe
out
Tim
of the...
Pool's just become too cynical. Maybe he's just become a cynical fuck and doesn't really care anymore. I don't know. Which
No,
he
he's
is
just-
he has
flexible in
become
some
too
way.
cynical, and he's too blinded, and he has too many subscribers and too many. yes men on.
Vernaculus?
It
Vernaculus.
happens
Hang on,
to
hang
every
on.
fucking-
I'm sorry. I gotta put a pause to this because I gotta put him in his place. Listen, if you've got a book coming out tomorrow and you want to like talk about it and shit, you can come on the show. All right, you've got the Discord. You can jump in if you want. You know, unless you're some kind of like Andy Warhol style guy got shot by a feminist pussy. Granted, maybe I didn't think that joke out all the way, but I still don't see Vernaculus in the clean room. That's what I'm saying.
That is fair.
You know, I'm feeling like a
anybody else that
I
wants to be on that isn't in the Discord already, there's a link.
I gotta
in the
be
chat.
honest. I gotta be honest though. Like with these glasses, this hat, and this shirt, I feel like a red-pilled Judah Friedlander. You still haven't seen his shit, have you?
What?
Judah Friedlander.
Oh, dude, I've just been working and playing Smash Bros. I haven't been paying attention to shit. I've been
there we go.
depressed.
Vernaculus. Don't try and change the world. Just do your thing. Maybe it will change as you go.
I thought this was my Tulsi hat, but it's Sam Adams, so that'll have to do.
Yeah, that's better than Tulsi.
Oh, did you see Andrew Schultz's Sam Adams thing?
No. No?
He did a
What?
cheers to his dad for Father's Day, paid for by Sam Adams.
Oh, I may have. Oh, look at that. He jumped in the fucking quarantine. Fucking retard.
Oh shit. Vernaculus is here.
Yeah.
Hey, how
Listen,
you doing?
and I'm only breathing heavily because
Hello?
it's
Hey.
disappointment.
I can deal with a lot of shit, okay? But I will not be called a pussy on this stream.
Well, you just
Okay.
were.
Okay.
Really?
I didn't call
Yeah,
you a
but-
pussy, all right? I didn't
Yeah,
call
I
you a
know.
pussy.
Take
it's-
all that out on
But it's not gonna
Jables.
happen again, because I'm here now.
Yeah, pussy.
You guys can talk a lot of shit when I'm not in the Discord, right?
Oh yeah, no, I can
Right?
talk shit now, pussy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, Vern,
Please
I didn't
don't,
call
it'll
you a
hurt my
pussy,
feelings.
all right? I don't think you're a pussy. You're a great writer. You're a great writer. I just think you should be a little more humble, all right? That's all I said. Humility is a prerequisite for genius, all
That's
right?
really funny.
Giant
Just try being more
vagina.
Humble. That's it.
I am. Look. I'm probably
You're a
the
bigger pussy than an
most
Arby's
humble
roast beef
person.
sandwich.
Dude, Arby's roast beef sandwich is fucking tough.
Don't
You
listen
ever
to
have an
Jables, alright?
Arby's roast beef sandwich?
It's like that shit. That if you pack your child an Arby's roast beef
That's
sandwich
still
lunch,
wreck you.
that's effectively body armor.
I get disconnected.
Fucking. I'd love to see a 223 round make its way through horsey sauce.
I just get disconnected.
No,
No.
everyone just stop listening to you is all.
Yeah, good. I said a whole bunch of stuff, and then everybody was absolutely silent for like 30 seconds. And I'm like, oh man.
Come on, Vern, give us the joke I know I deserve. The fact that even though you closed down your channel, you're still a bigger YouTuber than me.
What? What are you talking about? No, I'm not. I don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, people, no, it's
Still
funny because
right.
I see
Right?
so many
And you
people
sit
like,
at home.
Vern, I miss your channel. It's like, I need
Nobody
to quit
says
so
that
people will miss
anymore.
my
They
shit.
all got that out of the way after the first week.
Writing books is infinitely better than
By the way,
YouTube, alright?
On the
actually
on the
made
list of
something.
things
It
that
is.
on the list of things that you don't do is talking about your book that's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
so my book
yeah.
talked like so as we
He
were
just
talking
talked
about.
it. He said it would change the world, which is very arrogant.
It's not gonna change the world. I'm just being a dick.
All right.
But it is. I heard from the publisher that it is. They're gonna like post all the pre-orders and stuff tomorrow. So I'm excited about that.
You want to talk about your book at all, or just mention the fact that pre-orders are going out?
What?
Fuck me.
Oh,
How
oh,
bad
right.
can you be at this?
What is it?
I'm not.
Am
Look,
I reading a J.R.R. Tolkien knockoff?
you guys
Am
not
I
be able.
reading-
You might not be able to tell this, but I'm not a great marketer.
Mm.
But it's a.
That's why we've been leading you.
It's a. It's a. It's a dystopia.
It's ghost written by Jake Tapper.
Yeah. No. Not go. Look, me and Jake Tapper have our own problems with each other. Okay, he's an Eagles fan. I'm a Patriots fan. We go way back.
That does sound like a problem.
It is. He won't listen to me.
Yeah.
Also, did you hear that fucking Cam Newton got signed as our like. Fucking hell, man.
Wow, my indigestion suddenly got worse.
It's
Hmm?
it's
Look, they
wait,
started
wait.
talking about sports.
Yeah.
it's easy to be it's easy to market yourself, okay? You just have to not care what people
Oh.
think about you.
I really thought you were gonna say it's
Yeah,
easy
that's
to
gonna
be
be a problem.
Just
I really
get your-
thought. I
get
really
your
thought.
name in front of as many eyes as you can. All right.
I thought you were really gonna.
Okay,
I
yeah.
really thought you were gonna say it's not hard to be a Patriots fan. It's like, no, it's not. It hasn't been for a while.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Fuck
you just
football,
ignore
right?
it. You just ignore the cheating, and then you just support them.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Thank you. Exactly.
Okay,
Football should be.
I'm
The NFL
gonna
should
take
be
a trip down
disbanded,
to-
right? Fuck
I'm
football.
I'm gonna take a trip down to Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Get a medium ice French vanilla, and then come back into this Discord and kick your ass.
Okay.
I gotta stop off. I gotta stop off at the
Wait, did I hear
Packy
you
though. I gotta stop off at the fucking Packy to get the fucking E&J and the L&M cigarettes I need to really sell this.
Wait,
I'm
Well,
gonna
I don't know.
cigarettes
He's
part
a writer.
hurts.
He might be moving on to pyramids now.
As a
That extra little scoop.
as a shitbag New
Anyway,
Englander,
okay,
I
anyway.
gotta say I was super fucking happy when Newports came out with non-menthol flavor. That way I could smoke them without feeling, like them, right? Is that
I
is
like
that-
I like them because you get more of that chemical taste.
is that
That's what I
bright?
love.
Got that Brighton feel to it, huh? Yet?
I love that sewage runoff taste in my mouth.
I sometimes
my book's
every
coming
so
out
often I'll be out at my local Patriot sports bar, and when I take a piss and I flush the urinal, if it's a fresh urinal cake, I get that menthol smell, and it kind of brings me back to junior high.
Hey, Nick, do you remember the name of that
Right.
bar that I
Great.
brought you to when you came to my apartment?
Oh Christ, what was that place called? We've been there a few times.
You remember? Because it's my favorite spot. It's called the Last Drop.
Oh yeah. The last drop. I always,
It's
for some
fucking
reason,
great.
I don't know why. I think my brain wasn't in the right place at the time. I remember when we went there before, I kept thinking, like, that's the name of a cafe. And now I'm thinking, like, this needs to be the name of a privately owned public bath.
Yeah, right.
Just go in for the last. You just like, I'm here for the last drop, boys.
Yeah. No,
Go-
but, like the reason they call it that is because they're open longer than any other bar in the area.
What, they're
So
like
it's like
super
that-
Boston area rebels? Like, they make us close down. They make everybody else close down at 2. We close down at 2:02 because we ain't any kind of faggots.
Do you want to know the name? Do you want to know the name of the head bartender there?
I don't think I have a choice
His
at this
name-
point.
His name's Scotty.
Scotty!
It's Scotty. Scotty, baby.
Scotty, let me get another Sam Adams before last call! It's like, not the Patriots too. You sat here and watched them play. I don't fucking remember. That's a fine thing. It's a fine thing indeed.
Maybe
I'm
we
sure
should maybe we should bring back gladiator games, but only for YouTubers.
Yeah.
No, then you just
Yeah,
end up getting
well,
like.
Since
Yeah.
I'm technically not a YouTuber anymore, I am on board with this idea. I like it.
Yeah.
Pit
Well, I mean,
YouTubers
we
against
tr-
each other, all right?
Well, we tried. We kind of almost see. We can't have that really work out because we tried Tonkasaw versus Andy Worski, and you saw what happened with that. Yeah.
I don't know. I think me and H Bomber Guy could put on a pretty good show.
I don't know. I was actually just thinking about you versus Mr. Repzion, just because you're both about the same kind of
don't do
stature.
that.
Yeah, nah, he'd fucking house you. That
Don't
guy's a
do
welder.
that.
A welder versus a
What?
writer.
Are you kidding?
Repsion
Are you
is
kidding? me?
wholesome as fuck, all right? Let's not pit Repsion as
Yeah,
anybody.
Nick.
love-
I don't
love-
think you realize how scrappy and squirrely I am.
I don't think you have any idea how much pent-up nerd rage I've got boiling inside of me. Right? It's like,
All
I
right,
will
calm
fucking
down.
just...
It's true, but calm down.
Yeah, it's like one of those things like, all right, well, what if we, we'll put you up against, I don't know, H3. Wait, no, that guy's like 5'9". No way.
Okay, I see what you're doing here.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a short joke? All right.
Well, the joke,
Well,
I'd say the
no,
joke
you-
fell a little short, but what are you going to do?
Well, you'd have to go Chris Reagan, really. That's all.
To
That
be
would
fair,
be
I
unfair.
am taller than him, but just barely.
Yeah, that would also be unfair. You can't put Boston vernaculus against L.A. Chris Reagan. That's just like begging for
Well,
murder.
yeah,
Chris
Boston is
Reagan's
way
from
more
New York
fighty.
originally.
Yeah, but he fled to L.A. because he wasn't in the fighty mood. See,
I have
that's
to
the lore.
disagree. LA riots even when their team wins, all right? LA is way more fighty than Boston.
Find me
Hey,
a
pal.
clip of an L.A. sports team riot
No,
where
no,
Chris
no.
Reagan
You've been
is
in Boston?
standing atop a burning police
been-
car.
Have you been in
I'm
downtown
probably-
Boston when the Celtics won a championship?
Have
Oh,
you been
wait,
in
no, no,
crazy.
to LA when the Lakers win championship?
No.
Wait,
To be
here's,
fair, I
no,
haven't.
wait, here's what
I
we
Well-
will die on this hill.
We do
Actually, I think-
he's from Philly. That's a city that truly.
He's
riots
also
when they
well, he's
win.
also enormous. Connecticut is like 6'2".
Oh,
he's-
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's a big, tall dude, and he's like one of the few people on YouTube that I like who's fatter than me. So, you know,
One
Yeah,
of the
also-
few who is.
but I do like the idea of pitting Philly and Boston people against each other.
Yeah.
There's something
That
there. I
seems more
like it.
fitting.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea because it gives New York too much of an advantage.
It's like, yeah, New York
You know
just
what I
sits
mean?
back and like,
New York,
We
New
will
York's
wait
just
and-
watching us weaken each other. You know?
Yeah, that's well. No, wait, hold on. That's like It's like that's like America and Russia fighting, and it gives China the advantage. That's a
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what Jables is saying is that all New York is Chinese now, and I agree. I'm right there.
Yeah, they all
Yeah?
have to-
You think so?
Well, why not? Might as well be. Yeah.
I'm saying that New York has the numbers.
Also,
Wow, you're really digging this hole as deep as you can get it, on Jables.
I tend to do
nuts.
that. Yeah, you haven't noticed over the years that you've known me, I just
No.
dig holes and keep going.
Yeah. I'm not saying all New York is Chinese. I'm just saying that there's a lot of them, and they kind of rely on that.
in Boston, there's like it's like 60% people of like just general Irish descent, right? And like 85% people who think that they're Irish, but they're not.
Yeah, it's like it's like
that's what it is out here.
it's like somebody with like a deeply like German last name is like. The thing is my uncle was very Irish before he came over here on the boat. But when did you get here? Oh,
My name is-
1992.
My name is Hans Hausberger. Yeah, my family's from Dublin.
This is my daughter, Greta Halsberger O'Doul. What? Yeah, we see the thing is we really wanted to fit in, so we married into an Irish family, but before then, apparently, like, we didn't know they were all poor. So, whoopsie.
Ireland
doozy.
is beautiful though.
It's a good thing then that we married our youngest daughter with a cleft lip off to this Irish guy, and then gave our other daughter off to Kanye.
Ugh.
Like, that's the only reaction I get. There's like, ew. what is the implication there?
Oh god.
Is it like a slavery
Okay,
thing?
so I got to do my marketing spiel. It's just like it's just the name of it. I haven't even said the name of it yet. Is that okay? Leader of stream.
Just do it.
Silence means a yes. You know, since
Okay,
you
all right.
Yeah.
have a mod
When
power,
I
so you can post a
stop
link behind your
talking-
book in the fucking
Just say what you're gonna say.
Stop yelling at me. So the book is called "The Men Who Take Eyes."
I don't
Very
like that.
cool. You fucking forget it.
I don't think you should start a title with I.
Yes, let's listen to Crab about how publishing works. Come on.
What? No, it's "The Men Who Take Eyes."
Ah. Yeah, I think he heard "I Like to Take Eyes" was the name
it's
of the
too
book.
long.
He thought it was a memoir.
It's to-
No, the men.
Well, look,
the
it's
men
like
you
what?
hear
Dumb
goes longer
men
than
who
that.
take
Don't-
eyes.
Don't even,
5
yeah,
syllables.
I'm not gonna.
Okay,
5
okay,
syllables.
okay,
Ready?
we're being unfair.
1984. 5 syllables. Brave New World. To be fair, that's 3.
Okay.
Okay. Fahrenheit 451. 7 syllables.
Okay, we're being unfair. What's it
The
about?
whole notion is
Now-
odd syllables is code for good book.
Never mind.
Right.
Finish your marketing. Finish your scheme. Okay.
Let's
The Lord of the Rings. 5 syllables.
see.
Mm.
And
Mein Kampf, only
coming out
2.
tomorrow, we're gonna have That's why it sucks.
See? That's why you gotta go with odd syllable titles. Otherwise,
Not 'cause-
Everyone
not
shut
'cause
up!
it's like it's not
Vern,
'cause it's
finish your
like-
scheme.
Okay. And there's going to be 200 signed copies, provided we sell that many. But if we sell more than that, they'll bump up the signed copy number to 300. And then after that, they won't be signed anymore.
also,
So,
and so you should definitely buy
You'll have
one
to
of
get
Vern's
in on
books.
that.
But Vern, let me also point out.
It'll be out on my Twitter tomorrow. Depending on like the publisher gets everything in on time and all that. So
Yeah, I don't count
there
on
you It's a dystopian
Well-
satire on a whole bunch of different stuff that interests you guys. So go out and
Now, Vern,
get it.
also,
And
let's keep.
hey, since it's going to be out on his Twitter, there's a link in the chat for you guys to follow
Twitter
him
is
on Twitter
at-
so you can get
At
the.
Vernaculus, VERNACULIS.
I posted direct links in the chat.
Yeah.
Direct links in the chat. There we go.
Also, Vern, what's the name of Dave Rubin's book again? Syllabically?
Don't burn.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Don't burn
Oh
this
my
book.
Only
God, it
4.
was.
Only
Oh.
4.
See, that was his big mistake.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It should have
his
been
first.
It should have been, please don't burn this book.
Yeah, exactly.
Then he would have knocked it out of the park, man.
That was his. Well, that was his second mistake. His first mistake was writing that.
Do you remember? Do you remember
No,
in
no,
that
wait,
book
wait.
where he said that Ukraine was in NATO?
I think he made a mistake. He should have called it "I agree."
Yeah. Do you remember in the book where he said that Ukraine was in NATO? It's not. It's funny because it's not.
Ah, fuck. I
But
was
he
just
said
trying
it
to.
was.
I just realized
No,
though
I-
that
hold-
here's a weird thing. The sentence "Jordan Peterson's dick tastes like chocolate cake" is apparently is apparently 11 syllables. That wouldn't
Good
have worked
sentence,
either.
then.
How do you know what Jordan Peterson's dick tastes like?
I'm just going off of what I've read in Dave Peterson's book. Don't burn this Reuben.
Didn't like nobody burn it?
I want to get a free copy of that book so that I can like on camera stand there reading it while I burn an actual Reuben.
Yeah.
Like a sandwich?
Yeah. It's like,
Like a Reuben
oh, my
sandwich.
sourdough starter
Oh,
kit
my.
has gone to hell. Oh, fuck.
I made bread once.
I'm sure it worked out great.
I wanna
It
delve
didn't.
deeper into this even versus odd titles on books.
It's fucking all right.
Like, because maybe it's just
yeah.
a weird
Crime
coincidence.
and punishment. Crime and punishment. That's 5.
That's 5.
Moby
Yeah.
Dick. That's 3.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Dina's here. Okay, men, shut up. The woman's
Oh wait,
here.
the
Tom
Handmaid's Tale. Ugh. The Handmaid's Tale. Ugh. Yikes. That's 4 right there.
Peter Pan.
Twilight,
3.
the New Moon. 5!
Twilight.
Hang on, here's a
Got
funny
two,
question.
guys.
Let's dip into
This
the world of
works.
comic books, guys.
Oh my god.
Why
this
is it that the
Well-
why does the Fantastic Four's title include 5 syllables? The Fantastic Four. Why? Fuck you, Stanley. Stop playing these games with us. That's the reason all of those movies suck. Like X-Men
Wait,
First
is it
Class.
Watchmen or The Watchmen?
The Watchman. Yes, it was The Watchman.
Is it Watchmen or The Watchmen? I think it's just
Okay.
Watchmen. If so, this theory sucks. This theory sucks now. I don't like it.
Isn't there
The Incredible Hulk. Fuck. All right, never mind.
Oh wait, hold on. Not only is the first book in the Twilight series Twilight, second book is New Moon.
Oh my lord.
See,
We're on to something.
See that's
you
why
see-
this
The
that
other one
that's
is
why
see-
that series never took off.
Okay.
Oh, the
That's
third
a
one's
brother-
also Eclipse. That's
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know, guys. Brothers Karamazov.
Moby Dick.
I did that.
Huge whale. That's the name of the book in full in its original language.
Yeah.
See? Yep, 5
was-
syllables.
Moby Dick, huge whale.
Yes.
Still
Before
5.
Yep,
Moby Dick, huge whale.
exactly, yes.
Okay,
Before the
I've lost
goddamn
plot here.
Before the fucking studios got involved.
Dead Wolf has a point. Hentai.
Yeah. Yeah. Also terrible. Also terrible. Oh, wait. Anime. Ugh.
YouTube Rewind.
Uh,
Doomed.
So I think it works as a heuristic, but there are some outliers. What do you guys think?
The Drunken Peasants. Success. Late Night Saints.
Wait,
Failure.
guys, got late night sit.
Failure. See?
Can
I
someone
didn't
please
hit-
change my name from second best Clash author in this
Never
fucking
mind.
Discord, please?
Hang on, wait, hang on.
Change it.
The
wait, Tech Crab,
Vernaculus.
Crap,
Oh,
that's 8
oh.
syllable. That's 8 syllables,
just-
not 7.
I just discovered that that True Detective exists like a month ago.
With the show?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's been really good.
Season
in-
1 only.
In
Stop there.
fairness,
Season
yeah,
3
I was
was
gonna
really
say.
good, too.
Yeah,
Season three
But
was
see-
pretty good.
yeah.
well,
I've been
here's
told that I should just stick with season 1.
Yeah. Well, here's a fun thing though, Justin. If you add the before your online name or your real name, you get that 5 syllable. The Vernaculus, right? Success. Vernaculus. Accused of sex crime. Justin Little arrested for sex crime. The Justin Little
Oh, wait.
Is that true?
elected mayor.
Hold on. Crystalia is only 4 syllables.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jeff
Oh,
Ross,
yeah.
only 2.
I
That
don't know, guys.
motherfucker's
It's the
guilty as
syllables.
sin.
Wait.
It's the
Something's being
syllables.
addressed. Vern, have you been arrested for sex crimes?
No, I'm in my apartment.
Nick, why are you lying about vernaculus? You're
He's a
spitting
liar.
lies.
Like a
Like,
prediction.
No,
Nick
I've
is
been
still
in my
arrested.
apartment all night.
Why are you
I
spitting
can't-
I'm in my
news?
apartment.
I
I
couldn't
love
have
my
been
wife.
arrested for sex crimes when I'm here. That was a long time ago, I think you're thinking.
Yeah, Nick just said accused, never said arrested.
Exactly. See?
It's still fake news.
Yeah.
Why are you spreading rumors?
Fake news. Also, Justin.
another
Here,
beer.
well,
Let's
Vernaculus never made enough off of YouTube to adequately pay off a porn star, so he had to just have them, killed. But, it's like as long as you cover your tracks, that's what matters. Effectively.
Yeah, does the sex crime really matter when there's a murder
See,
charge on your
Look at
hands?
this. This is the difference. This is like the difference in jokes, like between me and Nick. I like call him fat, and he says that I'm like accused of horrific criminal acts.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works. I'm just like, look at your chubby fucking beer gut over there. He's like, oh yeah,
You're a rapist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
It's like, hey, it's like, hey, Nick, have you made it to the gym recently? I don't know, dude. When's the last time you saw your PO?
You're mean to me.
Wait,
Only in public.
With POs.
Only in public.
Only in public. In private, he's a perfect gentleman.
Yeah, in private, I'm very tender.
Yeah. But in public, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm very tender and responsive to his needs. In private.
What does a parole officer have to do with a gym?
I don't know. Why would anyone who is
Oh,
guilty
no,
of the
no,
kind of rapes he's committed be out on parole? Fucking criminal justice
Okay.
system, am I right? I'm sorry, Vern. If it makes you feel any better,
Anyway,
usually
got
it's
a book coming
you.
out, guys.
In fairness,
Hey,
usually
guys, I
the
got-
focus in this period of the show is Jables being a racist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, but we already did that.
I love.
good.
Hang on, Jables. Was
Oh,
that?
good.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we do here.
Oh, good. I'm
but-
No, I
glad
said I'm
we've
not.
evolved.
But Nick,
I'm not.
Nick, we already did that in the show.
Well,
That's
keep
true.
doing it.
A while ago. No, shut up.
No, actually,
Crab.
no. Now it's the point where we point out to Dina that Alaskans are not actually Americans.
No, everyone go to Twitter right now. Tweet at Jables how much of a
Tweet
racist
at
he is. All right.
tweet at
No.
Jables,
Tell him how
yes.
much of an asshole he is.
That-
Jables is big on Twitter,
No.
by the way, guys.
In all reality, please don't do that.
Because that nobody needs.
I like Jables, and I will do whatever Jables tells me to do.
Yeah.
Jab-
like Jables.
you
Crap,
just open.
You guys
You
can
just-
do that.
You just opened a door you do not want to walk through. Just
I just want to be on the guy that's getting like I want to be on his side. He's getting shit on all the time.
it's like I want to be on his side. It's like, well, then
I
you're
feel
gonna
bad
just
for
Gotta
him.
be on
Everyone's like, oh,
Jables'
Jab-
side.
Jables
lives in
sucks.
Washington.
Jables a racist. Jables this. Jables that. It's like he's not that bad. Come on.
He's probably one of those
Give the
fucking
guy a break.
Chaz radicals. All right.
He's not nearly
He
as
probably
bad
runs
as
Chaz.
Chaz.
Chaz. All right.
Listen, I can say this much. I can say that I can say this much for Jables with absolute certainty, and it is a credit to him. He's never tried to share Daily Wire articles with me, even after I told him to stop. Crab.
Hey,
Fair point.
that's not true. All right.
Very
You told
good
me to
point.
stop, and I stopped. All right.
No, you
For
didn't.
How long though?
I had
Yeah,
to tell
I
you
did.
to stop
Yes, I
two more
did.
times, and then you stopped.
Yeah. No. You fucking liar. All right.
And then
You
that
told
was
me to
only
stop,
after I
stopped.
also told. That was only after I told you too. Like I
You
don't
guys-
use Instagram.
And I was only sharing him with
Yeah.
you because I believed in what the show could be. All right. I wanted the show to be like an actual news source, but you didn't want that. All right. So I stopped. All right. So fuck you.
The,
So
You
what
the
guys-
only
guys-
time,
Do you
the only
guys remember
time I've
that?
continued doing something when Nick has told me to stop is just because he didn't say the safe word.
That's the last time I
And
set
the
the
safe word,
What's
the
the
safe
La-
word is fuck Shapiro. All right.
last time I set the safe word to be please continue.
Yeah.
That might have been a mistake on my part.
No, that makes it too confusing. The safe word should be fuck Shapiro in reference to his sister.
It's like it's like I don't know. All of a sudden, I noticed that this guy moved into the apartment next door with a whole bunch of kids. I guess they're foster kids, but I assume the safe word is please call social services. So I just assume they're having fun.
Oh Lord.
Do you guys remember that one scene from True Detective where like Rust is like, my God, this town is like somebody's fading memory of a town.
Oh,
No,
was that
it's
around?
like
Was that around when he's like,
referencing-
somebody? This is
you're
like
referencing
somebody's
season
decaying
1 of
memory of a
Arrow.
town, and it's fading. And then Woody Harrelson goes, "Look, man, I just want you to stop saying odd shit, okay? Like this is like you smell a psychosphere, or like you're in somebody's fading memory of a town. Just stop, you know? That's what it's like hanging out with Nick in person.
wait,
I
which
mean-
one am I?
You're Rust. I'm just like,
Oh,
Nick,
okay,
just
I
want you
needed to
stop
make
saying
sure.
odd shit.
No,
No,
I
it's-
have to just. I have
Nick,
to
I just want you to
there,
stop
Vern.
saying odd shit.
No. Keep saying odd shit. Everyone, say as much odd shit as you can. All right.
I'm what's
Be a
called
be a contrarian asshole to
philosophically
everyone.
pessimist.
Jesus,
I think
Crab.
that
I suppose
By the
you.
way,
was
thank
not
you,
ready
Vern, for
for
Well, I
taking
suppo-
pity on me earlier. I do
I
appreciate
it
it.
was just.
I suppose what
It's-
you could call me.
I
is
think
a-
the most noble thing we can do is deny our programming. Don't feed into it.
march hand in hand,
I-
brothers and sisters, into a final oblivion. Well, why the fuck ain't you doing that? I like to think it's because
Okay,
Can't
from
find my
now on, the
programming,
car is going to be a
but-
place of quiet contemplation, Nick. How about that?
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. What was he said? He's like, no, he's like, I like to think it's because I want to bear witness, but I think it's because ultimately I am too a slave of my programming.
Hello?
Well, I mean, like, you watch that show and you pick it up now. You know, when I watch that, every time fucking Rust Cole spoke, I'm like, just keep going. You know.
What
It's
about
like-
that? What about the interrogation scene where he's just like, first chance you get, you should kill yourself.
Yeah, people who are children don't tend to
Look at
do
that
too
lady.
well in prison. So, the first available opportunity, you might want to consider killing yourself. I like that one. Yes, please.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
here's a fucked up
Yeah.
thing, cause like, so you're working your way through season 1 now, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, have you finished it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a funny bit of trivia. Do you remember when they go and visit the baseball player with palsy? And he's just lying on the couch like,
Yeah.
yeah. That baseball player was my ex-roommate Chris Berry. Later in the series, there's a point where
No
McCon-
shit.
Oh, no, here's where it gets funnier. Later in the series, McConaughey's character, Cole, goes to interview a guy in prison, and he's, like, got a mohawk. And he's this, like, scrawny little round-head southern dude, and he starts getting his head, like, McConaughey bounces his head off the table. Remember that one?
Mhm.
Same
Yeah.
guy.
No way.
Same fucking guy. Same guy who had
That's
two...
crazy, man.
Same guy who had 2 roles in Django Unchained. Same guy who was in Spider-Man
chameleon.
Homecoming. Yeah, this is like, I'm getting Chris on the show one of these nights, but every time I like,
man.
I hate seeing him and shit. Only like, not because I don't want him to be successful, but I'm like, Chris Berry, what the fuck are you doing in this? This is
Yeah.
supposed to be fantasy and fiction. I was all into it, and now your dumbass is here, and all I can think about is accidentally seeing you walk butt-ass naked across the hallway into the fucking bathroom early in the morning when you didn't expect I'd be awake. Like, fuck you! You know? It's like, that's why I don't have roommates anymore.
I had a roommate once that would like, he would run from the bathroom to his room, like butt ass naked, right? And he would like wave his arms up and down, and he would talk about how he was the monkey man.
Did you spend any time in a place that some people might consider a hospital?
I mean, there were pads on the walls, but I didn't think it was that weird.
Well, see, that was the funny thing living with Chris is like, so Chris is like pushing on 40. This dude, like, you know, if his girlfriend or like whatever, if his girlfriend was coming over, he'd be like, hey, dude, you think you could like hit the bar until late tonight, like you do sometimes? I'm like, what do you mean, bro? Well,
We're
You know,
gonna,
my girlfriend's-
we're gonna talk very seriously about our relationship.
yeah, he's like,
That's
my
what it
girl's
said.
coming over, and I kind of like, I'm like, oh, no, say no more, say no more. Happy to stay out drinking until 3 in the morning. I don't need excuses, but I love it when I have them. And then, well, so that would be what happened when he has ladies coming over with me. I just like, I remember a few times, I just go out to the bar. I just go out to Finn McCool's, and I just take something home. And then it'd be like, oh, hey, Chris, this is my friend. What's your name again? Yeah, that's her name. Pleasure to meet. We're not hanging out here. We're just going in there. And yeah, and then it'd just be like straight smashing. And then like next day, I remember like this too. The first like real New Orleans hookup I had, I heard the sweetest words ever spoken from a bar hookup ever. I wake up, she's like getting her jeans on, doing that little like chick dance they do to get their tight jeans over their big bubble butts and shit. And she says to me, she looks me right in the eye, and she's like, that was fun. I've got shit to do today. I called a cab. Left my number on your dresser if you want to call me again. So, later. I'm like... Then I went back to sleep. And,
Perfect.
yeah, It was
Wow,
fantastic.
dude, you're cool.
No, it was like the best I had ever heard.
You're
That was
so
the
fucking
best.
cool, dude.
Well, no, like she was really cool afterwards. But the funny thing is, and I swear to Christ, you know what, Justin, I'm gonna get you up here for your bachelor party. I'm gonna feed you a bunch of acid. Then I'm gonna leave you alone.
Huh?
I'm gonna go find
That's
some
so
Manchester whore, and I'm gonna make you listen to me defile her while you're
That's
peaking
a
on
horrible
LSD.
idea. I'm not a. I
Yeah,
don't
that does
agree
not
with
sound
this.
like a good time
That
for a
is-
bachelor party.
Everyone can shut the fuck up because this is both my
I
show
don't-
and my plan.
I
It'll be
don't
great.
agree.
Well, it's fine. You're not gonna know you take the acid. Jesus Christ. It's like I'm gonna give you
Oh, okay.
tabs.
Oh.
It's just gonna be like, hey, do you like a screwdriver? You can barely taste the vodka, 'cause there is none. There you go. Have fun, son. There we are. Drink it all, boy. Drink all of it. And
That-
then when...
Would
that-
probably like break me. Like on
I
my
am-
face.
You are not selling me on this not being a great idea.
It's not a great. It's not a
I
I
great.
mean,
mean,
here's-
it'd be fine.
I still remember, like, was it? Yeah, it came up, we ate a bunch of mushroom chocolates, and then I got the idea to put Deadpool 2 on,
Tell people that.
and then it was, I don't know about you.
Fell asleep.
I did, yes, it's true. Was because it's all the there was all those dramatic scenes, and like every time
In
the emotional
Deadpool
Deadpool,
2?
yeah, every time the emotional scenes about him missing his dead wife or whatever would come up, I'd get all like weirded out, and I'd be like, please bring the violence back. I was comfortable with that.
You know, I still haven't seen Deadpool 2.
Yeah, it's
I thought it was pretty good.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't as
I was
good.
a big fan of the first one, so I was nervous about seeing the second one, and then it's just never come up.
It wasn't as good as like the second wasn't as good as the first, but it was.
fair.
I mean, it was still good.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't as good as the first, but if you liked the first, you'll probably like this one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's got Terry Jones in it, so there's that.
Well, I unfortunately I do have to go, guys.
Oh, fuck you! No, you have to actually stick around for another 2 minutes because I'm approaching the 2-hour mark, and I'm gonna just kill this
Okay,
goddamn
I'll
stream.
stick around for another 2 minutes.
Yeah. Also, you get the last word. So because I'm at the bottom of my own list, which is typical for me, I'm gonna say
Get the last word.
I'm gonna say buy Vernaculus's book tomorrow. Like legit, buy it. I've seen the cover art, and I've read it, a bunch of it. Haven't read the whole thing. Shut up, Justin. But
Hasn't read the whole fucking thing. Wow.
well, how many editions have you sent me? Jesus Christ!
like
But
like 8.
I'll say this, and I say this in full earnesty. This is not a joke or a bit or anything like that. There are only 2 people I know personally whose abilities to string sentences together and then string paragraphs together and create written works that are lyrically appealing. You know, the kind of book where you read and you just keep reading those words because it's so well written. Justin's one of those people. And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the best there is, but I am envious of his abilities, so that should tell you something about what kind of fucking book you're gonna stumble into. Also, the nature of the story itself and the arc, it's a good book. You'll like it. I think we're overdue for a book like this, and I hope you all buy it. So that's my thing. Also, make sure to come back tomorrow, and then on Friday, I'm going to keep doing these shows despite the fact that this is an effort and futility. I do love you all, though. But, Jables.
I don't really have anything. I'm not even going to be on the pre-show this week, so
Oh, well,
okay.
okay. Don't watch the pre-show? Wait. I guess. I don't
No,
know.
go, the pre-show might still be happening. I don't know yet. I'm not going to be there regardless. Other than that, something that's been bringing me joy is Sack Squatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
A lot of posts going on that channel lately, so I've been
That
enjoying
is fucking hilarious.
Ah, Sack Squatch is the best. My brother's obsessed with him. So
Sack
Good
squatch.
call.
That's
It's
great.
awesome.
all right,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Vern. Check it out.
Crab,
Yeah.
do the thing, baby.
I guess I'll promote the Lesser Saints.
Keep-
Lesser Saints of Discord on Twitch.
Already-
Give me that sweet,
That's
sweet
just-
religion.
I mean, he does that. He does that every time, basically. And that's the lesser
Yeah.
sins.
Well, I have nothing to promote otherwise, so whatever. I'll just help Jibbles out.
Even though Jables won't be there.
I mean, unless
Yeah.
you don't want me to help you out, Jables.
No,
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
Jables.
I already said that I'm not going to be there, and we don't know if there's a show going on. I'll let you guys know tomorrow.
Well, whatever. All right. Fuck off.
What?
Sometimes you need to use
Well,
your ears
okay.
to listen a little bit.
That was a bit of a thing. All right,
What's
Dina.
the problem, Jables?
Yes.
What do
Nothing.
you-
Lesser Saints of Discord on Twitch and Lesser Saints of Discord on YouTube for the VODs. There you
I'm
go.
gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
All right, Dina,
Yes.
speak to the people
Speak to the
in a
people.
meaningful way.
Oh, in a meaningful way. Well, come back on Friday for Friday Night Saint. It's the end of the week. It's a good way to start the weekend. And I think, well, I know that's when I get my drink on, but Crab does it every
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's,
All right,
that's
so
my
I-
plug.
All right, I agree with Dina. Come back and watch my show. Vern, it's been good talking to you. Good night.
All right.
Oh,
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you fight, may you fight for a friend. If you steal, may you steal your lover's heart. And if you drink, may you drink with us.
That's a good one.
And where can they find your book?
It will be on clashbooks.com tomorrow. The Men Who Take Eyes by Justin Little. That's my real name, but don't tell anybody.
No, I promise. Don't worry. No one watches this show. Your secret is safe with us.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter so you can get updates there.
Yeah, and you
And that
do
has
honestly.
my real name on it.
Yeah, and do honestly do buy the book, not just in the promotion of like, hey, my friend wrote a book sense, but I have read enough of it, and you will almost undoubtedly enjoy it. You will, because for one thing, Justin doesn't like big words, right? Nothing but
true.
short words
Yeah.
in there.
Also,
Three to
I mean, look at the title. All one-syllable words.
3 to 5 letters apiece the whole way through.
If I read through your book and I find out all the words are only odd numbered syllables, that's
That's how you know it's good.
And what's
That's
wrong
how
with
you know
that?
it's good.
Wait,
Jables is
no.
gonna lose
Jables.
time.
Jables, what's wrong with that?
no, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna think that there's a massive conspiracy.
Oh Lord.
Seems
there's the plan.
legit. Anyway, I'm going to dump this stream. Good night, everyone. Jump into the Discord if you want. Maybe I'll be there later. I don't know. I'm going to make some food. And, buy Justin's book. Donate to my Streamlabs. I love you all. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Because I got to keep schedule somehow.